How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I hate making a video like this, but quite frankly, after a long time and many months, I think it's overdue. Essentially, I'm supremely disappointed. Basically, we're at a point where the devs are listening to us, are listening to me, give people goodwill and the benefit of the doubt that some people aren't giving me. And then some content creators are not doing that and aren't even, listening at all and not even paying attention and commenting on videos without ever watching them. And I'm just directly going to call out War Guides because he did in his video to me, kind of taking a victory lap, I presume, because he didn't get a different victory recently over this line over here. I think you might be severely overreacting because they call it a server maintenance. They still aren't past Apple. And so they can introduce things without going to Apple. At least that is what I'm going with. Might be wrong, though. So this is like the straw man to end all straw men. At no point did I speculate what the reason was and that I was overreacting to a bad reason they were giving us, or that I was so upset I didn't get my update or you didn't get your update. The whole time I've been saying I am upset about the lack of communication. That's what you can accuse me of overreacting to. Watch the video. If it's too long for you guys, the viewers, I get that. You guys have busy lives, busy jobs, busy wives, busy kids, busy not video games, not Watcher Realms, not content creation. You know who doesn't have all those busy things? Other content creators. Treat your peers with respect and watch the video before instantly commenting. And you might be saying, oh, he did watch it. No, this video is posted 1 minute after I posted my video. Because I saw it, I check the videos usually, especially if I think I'm posting something kind of inflammatory, the first 5 or 10 minutes they're up. So we got some responses. How is that overreacting, I said. If you watch the video, instead of heading straight to the comments, LeMayo, you will see that I say the key thing upsetting me is they aren't communicating. You are assuming all of this. Could totally be right. I didn't make any presumptions what was going on behind the scenes. He could totally be right, but it shouldn't be up to us to guess. Also, as with every update, including the old delay one, you can go to my video. I was going to show in this, but I don't want this to be too long. You can go see it. Go look at any old update I've done or anyone's done. They always say update announcement on the top. And the first line, the literal first line, always says verbatim, the server will go offline for maintenance and update. To try to change this into some kind of verbiage where, oh, this is an update to server maintenance, it's presented as the same way, right? So basically, if we fast forward now, if we fast forward now, 4 hours ago, so how many hours after my video? Give me 1 second. War Guides makes a video where he is calling me out by name and very much riling a community that I don't entirely touch up against me. And I wake up, it's 10:30 a.m. now. I woke up an hour ago to a bunch of really negative comments because of how poorly this was all misportrayed into what I've actually said here. So mine was 18 hours ago. There's 14 hours in between. And he highlights this thing. And basically at the end, he says, what I'm going with is Apple is at least causing them some issues. That's what I'm going with. Might be wrong. And then he goes, looks like I wasn't wrong, though. I was right. That's not verbatim. That's almost, I mean, I can play it. Let's see what he says. Something along those lines. Let's see.
I said, I think you might be severely overreacting to things without going to Apple. At least that is what I'm going with. Might be wrong, though. Turns out I wasn't wrong. And that is exactly what they're doing.
So kind of taking a little victory that he was right, and the clear presumption, if you watch this whole chunk of the video, is that I was wrong. It's not even close to what I was even saying, and it's not about being right or wrong. The hill I was dying on, the thing that was important to me, was that they were communicating with us, the player base. Watch the video, people. And again, you don't have to. You're just viewers. But if you're a peer, a content creator, someone who I really did consider a friend, then kind of was hearing endless negativity from directed towards me behind the scenes, clips of videos being sent to me, so on, got kind of soured, and then seemed to have been reaching out a lot lately with an olive branch. So this really blindsided me, and it really caught me off guard. And this video, I can feel already, as I say, is going to come off like beef, but I'm really sick of it. And I know someone's going to say like, oh, you're better than this, don't engage, blah, blah, and make these weird standards and these weird differences. We're both people. We both started covering the game at the exact same time. There's no difference between us. People like to deem me like mainstream or not as good at the game or whatever you want to call it. make of it what you will, but to kind of strip credential and credence away from what I do or what he does is so disappointing. That there's no difference. I'm on that grind. He's on that grind. That's it. However, I really like to think I show other creators infinitely more respect. Infinitely more respect. And it's really disappointing. So we got that message in Discord. Let me actually show it to you guys right now. That's kind of what's spurring this whole thing. Let's get this open. If we pop up in Discord, we got a message at 5:24 a.m. So 5:24 a.m. you will see that's about an hour before War Guides' video. Following our recent update, this is from Batista, who manages all the Discord things officially for Watcher Realms, the actual game, and Moonton. Following our recent update announcement, we have received a lot of feedback and suggestions regarding the new version. We would like to take this opportunity to provide some clarifications about the update content. Due to the App Store review process not yet being completed, we are unable to make significant changes to the current version at this time. As a result, we can only focus on providing the best possible content that does not require a version update through the store. We assure you that we are already in ongoing communication with Apple and are hopeful that the version update will be approved soon. Once the App Store is complete, all previous announced update content will be released over time. Again, thank you for your support and understanding. It's really nice. You know, they kept it vague enough that they didn't go into specific times. They reassured us it was coming, but basically said, we can't tell you exactly when, but we're committed to it getting released. Really good points. It's almost as if they actually listened and watched my video, and then it's almost as if I actually have a really healthy, strong relationship with the devs through our dev contact, and I covered explicitly this. So part of the video and some other stuff I've seen is people saying, see, they were always going to blah, 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 or whatever. It's like, I'm not trying to take credit, but also we are getting the communication. I certainly didn't hurt the cause, okay? And a lot of people, I think, will think I very, very much directly helped it. Here are my direct communications. I had to blur one full section out because she asked that I keep that part confidential. But this is 5:03 p.m. This is like, I think, 1 hour after, or maybe not even an hour, 20 or 30 minutes after my time, after I released my video. A message to our contact. I would appreciate it if you can watch this video. I'm pretty disappointed with this new update, as you will see in the comments. The community is even angrier. There you go. They said, hey, I saw the video and I've already fed back to the devs. This is like start of day China, or a couple hours into it. We've got a huge time difference between me and them. Then I said at 12:18, so pretty dang fast, thank you. To be honest, all we need is communication. Just to know what happened to the old update. Is it coming? And if so, when? Even if it's like a month, it is okay. People are getting restless. You can see in the comments, many, it says man, but many people keep comparing the game to Dragonair and calling it dead. They said, I got you. I saw the comments. As I know, this is all about Apple review problem, but I'm not sure the specific reason why this happened. Devs are struggling with Apple. I said, that is fine, but we just need to know. Delay is okay with information, but to have no information and then a new, vastly inferior update makes people nervous. That is in one phrase, the point of my video that my peer could not give the time to watch. And then will probably accuse me of clickbait, but loves to post a reaction calling me out and reap a couple clicks. So it's just the hypocrisy, the double standard, when at the end of the day we're the exact same thing. I actually think he started making content before me is so annoying. It's so annoying. So I said, delays okay with information, but to have no information, then a new vastly inferior update makes people nervous, myself included. If you guys have any information to share or would like me to share, please let me know. They said, no problem. I will let you know once I got the latest news. Awesome, thanks. Then there's this thing, which basically went into slightly more specifics. Nothing too juicy, I promise, but they did ask. I don't explicitly share it. I said, that makes sense. That makes some sense. There was a follow-up to that. And then finally, I said, I would still advise y'all to at least say something. Like, we are experiencing prolonged difficulties with the approval of our original update. We are committed to getting it resolved, but for now, we unfortunately do not have a specific timetable. We will continue to do our best to resolve these issues and keep you all informed, which they made a much nicer statement, but with the same exact meaning, right? Can be vague like that, but like some communication is needed, in my opinion. Otherwise, it just feels like everything is swept away and supposed to be forgotten. They said, got you. I will talk to the devs. Thanks. And then I know I can be annoying, so I said, thanks. And I hope you know I'm not trying to be annoying, just concerned and want to help. And I really want to make a video with good news. And then they said, I hope we can get some real good news soon. And then I said, me too, dab. Okay. I am not trying to start shit. I'm not trying to make videos to get the player base angry. There's so many easier ways I can do that. I am advocating because that's how I see my role. And some of you I know will just disagree that that is what my role is. And that's fine. But that's how I view my role. And at the end of the day, this job, this position I have covering this game is what I make it. And sincerely, I really try to be doing everything in good faith. People, I believe, will hearken to thinking my thumbnails are like clickbaity. And I'm not going to say there's not a clickbaitiness to them. I make YouTube content. That is what I do, right? But it is the worst update ever. This update had almost nothing in it. It was 3 like kind of essentially fleshed out bullet points, and there's no content. You know, I am majorly disappointed, and all the good stuff is gone. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, what if they're just bundling the old update into this update? Then I think they would have told us, and maybe even still it could have been possible. Now we know it isn't, but it could have been possible. The whole point of this video was saying, you guys have to tell us what's going on. That's what it was. The point of it was not to say, what's the right guess? Is it because Apple's having an issue, the most likely thing? Yeah, it's not about trying to pinpoint the problem. That's not what I was saying. I was trying to express a greater problem in that the devs I think personally, we need to hold the devs to a higher standard in terms of communicating with us and being transparent with us. That was the point. And guys, if you don't agree with the position on how I view my job or the tone I take in my videos, it is 1,000,000,000% your prerogative not to watch them. But to act like I am not in the right to express how I feel is really disturbing. I am a peer that plays the game just like all of you, just like War Guides, just like Dustin, just like Slate, just like Jay and Gio, so on and so on. We just happen to make content. And I guess I apologize, especially to some of you War Guides people, that I have subscribers and I get some views. I'm just on my grind. War Guides would be the first person to tell you. As soon as he started taking this on more seriously, boom, because he makes really good content. I've never questioned that, right? I haven't been given the same courtesy. I have a lot of proof of it, but that's what it is, all right? So I'm not trying to so explicitly call someone out, but it's probably too late for that. In my mind, this is a response. But I also, especially the people that made it to the end, especially if you're hate watching, making it to the end, I want to explicitly say, try to remember, and this is my fault for putting myself out there, I guess, and maybe being a little sensitive and putting myself out there on the internet. Try to remember that, like, we're real normal people, and it's really hurtful to not be given the benefit of the doubt, and it's really upsetting to have people go straight to your comments without watching a video, whether that be a fellow CC that long ago you felt was a friend, or whether it be a random viewer, honestly, because it's just really frustrating. It was so clear and explicit, the point of my video, that the lack of communication is what I was disturbed by, what I was upset by, what I was disappointed by, and that's what I was demanding. And people call me entitled and this, that, and the other. I don't know why you wouldn't want a voice that has the ears of the dev communicating on your behalf, whether if that's how you choose to view it. That the game and the creators of the game should listen to us more and should communicate with us more, and we should maintain a healthier relationship. I had people in the comments saying, I've never seen, there's a bunch of other games I have that communicate way less. Cool. Weird games, but cool. Like, why that's not how you do things, you know? Like, you're not saying like, oh, this is the worst vacation, but like I could be stranded in the middle of the ocean or something, right? Or this, like, it's a strange way to think of it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a million times worse. The point is, we want this to be the best, right? For us that love the game. And I had someone in my comments saying, if an update to update is what keeps you in the game, and it's a viewer, so I'm not going to be calling out this comment. They didn't ask for that. They're like, if you need an update to stay interested in this game and like the game, then maybe you should move on from the game. I don't care about the update. I don't know what I have to prove. You guys want me to crunch my ledgers? I don't care about my freaking account. I've barely played my account the past month. I care about the community. I care about the health of the game. I care about this really fun thing that we all get to do together every day. I care about streaming to you guys and making content for a game that I legitimately think is awesome, for devs that I really respect, dev contexts that seem really receptive, and content creators that are really awesome, including War Guides. That's what I like. And when I see the sky is falling, everything's burning, not starting with my video, was already seeing it on Discord, was already seeing it on other stuff, other videos. Like, people are already trying to ditch the game and saying it's dead and comparing it to Dragonair. And to me, that's such a huge trigger. And that makes me feel like I need to do something. And I know for a fact, you guys let me know if this is you, getting this message in the game really makes a lot. Oh, so I was on Discord. Getting this message really makes people feel better. It really does. Just knowing, hey, we're on it. We acknowledge it. You're heard. We're on it. Don't worry. That makes people feel better. And I don't know why that's so bizarre to people. And I'm going to bring it back to the end. I don't know why people are so quick to think so negative. And if you got a good answer for me, please explain it to me in the comments, because if there's something I can change, I'm going to change it, because it's really driving me crazy. I don't want to have to take I don't know. I haven't missed enough to upload in 14 months or whatever, or 13 months. I don't want to start missing them now. But like, it's you can tell, like, for me to make a video like this, anyone that knows me, it's driving me to my wit's end. It really is. So like, I don't know what I can do to have. Obviously, there's always going to be some contingent, but have more people just give the benefit of the doubt and think more positively. It's so disappointing, man. And I know this, again, I'm taking ownership that this is what I do by putting myself out there and this kind of thing. All right, this video is getting too long, but you get it. Point is, a lot of people, War Guides included, were totally right about that it was an Apple issue. I was right a video ago, not the video I posted yesterday, but the video before. I went through the whole ByteDance and the 10-cent dance and all that stuff, and all these kind of potential issues with third-party payment platforms. You know, it's not about taking credit for being right of the cause of the issue. What matters to me is that, and what I was reacting so heavily to or overreacting to, is that the lack of communication, the lack of transparency, and the devs not seeing the worry that instills, the worry which that instills within many of our players and the player base, right? Which clearly they heard based on the response, based on watching the video, based on my DMs, and based on what we actually got posted. That's where we're at now, guys. I'm not talking about this update for a long time. Well, hopefully not a long time, because hopefully I'll be talking about it when stuff comes. But until then, I'm pretty over it. I have my Epic Challenge recap and the announcement of the stream where I'm featuring the other 4 top 5 guys coming out later today. That stream will be on Friday. It's going to be awesome. These are people that got top 5 and beat all 19s. It's really, really cool. I'm going to keep trying to make positive stuff in the community, but on the same token, I'm going to call out things that I think are bad when I think they are. I do not understand the white knighting, the glazing of the game developers all the time, of the multi-billion-dollar holding company which controls Moonton. I don't get it. Why don't people give that same benefit of the doubt to mom and pop freaking creators working from the same laptop the whole time? Like, I just don't get it. Like, show some freaking respect. Thank you.